East Podcast, WATP.
This is a show hosted by Chelsea. And what Chelsea did, or does, is cheat on her husband.
Yep.
And then turn that into a business, which is ballsy. I'll give her that.
It's interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't have gone that way with it.
Actually, interesting is definitely the wrong word.
Yeah, well,
I'm
that's a
sorry.
good point. It's not all that interesting. So I'll get things started here because she is running a community, and her community teaches the women in the community, the other women, how to forgive themselves.
In this episode, we're going to be discovering why forgiveness is important and how to forgive yourself.
Did she just say important? I don't think she uses the T's in that word.
Yeah, it's hard to when you have teeth like that.
Oh. Okay, so she fucked over, I don't know how many husbands she's had. Maybe you do. I think
Carl,
multiple.
The most that I found out is she was in, I believe, 2 relationships where one time somebody cheated on her.
Okay.
And then the next relationship, she cheated on them.
Okay, but she's
That's what
forgiven herself, though, right? She's over it?
Oh, yeah, she's cool
Oh,
with
good.
herself.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank God.
Yeah, so
I would hate if she was, like, upset about being an asshole
I
to her
think
husband.
That's like the point of the name is she was the woman and the other woman and she was the wife.
All right.
That makes so much more sense. Oh my God. I was like, what? She's not the other woman. She's
Yeah.
the cheater. Why is she putting that?
You know-
I finally got it.
You know what would make this really helpful, Chelsea? If maybe in the about section you wrote something about what your fucking podcast is. Could you do that for maybe us when we want to review it?
I
and
checked
make fun
out
of you?
an entire episode, and I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
I don't know who the guests are.
There's
I don't
so many
understand anything.
things. I have so many questions, and she gets questions as well.
So, how to forgive yourself after an affair is probably one of the top questions that I get asked silently. And when I say silently, it's usually someone will slide into my DMs and they're like, I relate so much to so many of the positive things you say, but I struggle a lot with the shame and the guilt, and I just need to figure out how to forgive myself. And the gentle reminder of you're only human, like, only goes so far, I think. And for some of us, we actually do need to spend the time processing what forgiving ourselves actually looks like.
What the fuck?
She says nothing.
Lucy,
Carl.
what did she just say?
I zoned out halfway.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
No, it's awful.
Because the whole time I'm watching the show, I'm like, Lucy's going to be here today. She can translate this for us
Nope.
because she's talking some mumbo jumbo over here. I have no idea.
I think I would have paid attention more because I only listened to this. I didn't realize this was a video show.
Yeah.
And I would have paid attention more had I known that her head resembles Sally from A Nightmare Before Christmas.
I have a clip on here where she looks exactly like Dana Carvey wearing a wig.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
I can
so
see it.
we'll
She
look
looks
at
like-
that later.
Right there, she looks like Tom Petty a little bit.
Yeah. So, for some reason, she says that people ask her questions silently, which doesn't make any fucking sense. What do you mean silently? They typed it? Okay.
Sign language? What are
Yeah,
we talking
I don't know. I don't know what the hell that means. But apparently, the whole thing is you have to learn how to forgive yourself, not learn from your mistakes. You know, this whole shame and regret thing is there so that you don't do it again. You learn a lesson. You're a better person. She's like, no. Get that right out the window.
Learn how to cheat guilt-free.
Yes, that's basically what this show is. Fuck anyone you want all the time and feel good about yourself. No matter what kind of wake you leave.
What a message.
What a message, huh? She's something else. All right. So I believe this when she says this.
That's kind of the premise of this episode, and it's not going to be an easy one to listen to, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right about that. Not an easy one to listen to.
Yeah.
Vinny, what did you pick up on, buddy? What do you got?
That she sucks. How
Yep.
about that?
Okay.
I'll start with there.
I heard that too.
And I listened to 3 episodes of this, Carl.
Yes.
And in 2 of them, her co-host was a man named Kevin.
Is that their current husband?
I don't know who he is. She
No.
didn't introduce him. She just said, this is Kevin.
Yeah. So
And-
I think current boyfriend is Stan,
Oh.
I believe.
Now, I also have a weird theory on that. I think she's using a fake name for the current boyfriend and calling him Stan because of, like, the Golden Girls. Or I think she's referring to her ex as Stan.
Because
one
of
who
the
cheated.
Golding. When he said
Yeah.
I have a weird theory, he was right.
Well,
a weird one.
wasn't like the cheating husband on the Golden Girls named Stan?
I don't fucking.
I don't know anybody.
guy has a Golden Girls
Have you met a
t-shirt.
guy named
He
Stan in the
doesn't
last
know
20 years? Have you met a Stan in the last 20 years?
I mean, stands exist in this world.
I don't think so.
It's not like space. It's not like aliens.
Nah. So
It's very provable.
this is how she sets the tone. And this is the first thing I heard from her. And I'm starting just out of the gate. I get the feeling that she doesn't like guys a lot.
Okay.
So clip 1, please.
I'm your host, Chelsea, and today I'm joined by Kevin, and we are going to be discussing why men cheat. Is it because they don't have the ability to be honest? Is it because they have tons of unmet needs and wants and desires that they don't know how to communicate to their spouse? Or could it just be that they like to hurt people?
Hurt people. Wow. You're mean.
What?
Damn. All right, let's jump into the episode.
Those are the only choices.
That's really dumb.
Yeah, I thought so too, Carl.
Look at I love coming on another girl's tits, but I'm really doing it to hurt other people. That's really why I'm doing this.
And she's not nice to Kevin either.
No.
That's another part of this. She's really not. If you want to listen to my clip 2, you'll hear where Kevin starts. She asks Kevin, "Can you explain this to me?"
Yeah.
And this is how she treats him.
There have been a lot of questions in the community about why men cheat. That is
what is
weird.
your opinion on that? Because you're the infidelity expert from my point of view.
Yeah, your point of view is limited. Go read some books. No. So my perspective on why men cheat, like why humans cheat, is because they are meeting needs or wants in a way that they feel like they cannot be honest with the people that love them or claim to love them.
Okay. First
That's
of all,
ballsy of her to say go read a fucking book because she makes up everything she says.
Carl, I'm going to get... you know what? I'm going out of order. Fuck this. I hate her so much.
Yep.
Fuck it.
Where are we going? Let's go.
Actually, you know what? Hit number 3. Listen to this. This is her. I'm sorry. I did this.
That's crazy, man.
Okay, so in episode 37 of The Golden Girls.
So Stan
Okay,
walks
I'm
in.
a stupid idiot. Let's get that out of the way.
All right.
All right. Number 3, she has a female co-host. Listen to the different energy here.
Okay.
I really appreciate that you took me up on the invite and that you actually had suggested, you had said that you would love to have a conversation with me about this, and you thought that what I was doing was really subversive. And I had to go look up that word subversive and make sure I understood that it wasn't like, an insult. And I was like, oh, damn, I like this. I like this lady's energy a lot.
Okay. She likes her energy because she said on the internet she wanted to have a conversation with me, but I had to look up the word subversive, and I host a whole show about the subversive act of cheating.
Right.
You idiot! Oh, I hate dude, this show graded me like
Hold
nothing
on.
else I've ever listened to.
Hold on, Vinny. You're wrong about that.
Nope,
This woman
I'm
has
not.
all of the answers. She is an expert. She's going to teach us things. We're going to learn from her.
I think that the first step in learning how to forgive yourself is developing a sense of self. I said this early on in my TikTok journey. I think that the kind of like the source of the
Anyone who says their TikTok journey can jump off a fucking bridge right now.
And film it for TikTok,
Please.
please. I would get TikTok on my phone. I would give the Chinese government all my passwords to watch people who say TikTok journey end their lives.
Tie the bungee around your neck and jump.
the source
Well, journey's
of
over.
the affair was self-neglect. I lacked so much self-love and self-care that I couldn't possibly even understand what my own wants and needs were at that point.
You wanted to fuck someone else? What do you mean you didn't know what your wants were? What are you talking about?
She's blaming her husband. I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, she's roundabout blaming her husband.
Well, yeah, it's everyone's
And
fault but hers.
Well, supposedly taking responsibility, right? Like she's going.
I don't hear her taking any
Well,
responsibility.
she's saying I didn't know what my wants and needs were, and I made the mistake of being with this guy, and he wasn't what I really wanted. So, in spite of the fact that I already made a commitment in a life with someone and I wasn't
Yeah.
honest with them, I still went out and cheated.
So you actually speak her language.
Yeah, you need to do the translating.
Wow, this is impressive.
Very
All right.
articulate.
And understand what my own wants and needs were at that point in time.
Once.
So the self-awareness piece is really difficult because all of a sudden you really don't know who you are.
What the hell are you talking about?
The self-awareness part is difficult because then you don't know who you really are. What is going on right
She
now?
takes forever to say nothing.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, this is the definition of blathering.
Yes.
But Carl, listen, dude, you say to me that she's an expert and she has all the answers.
I
Well,
do.
then could you please explain something to me? In my clip number 4 here, he explained something to her that is exactly correct. And listen to her not comprehend it.
Is that they cheat because it's made this, like, take out the stress away, like sleeping with another woman. It has
So
no
like to
emotional.
decompress, essentially.
What's his first language? What the fuck is he doing now? Hold on, I got to back that up. I'm sorry, Benny. I'm not trying to fuck up your clip, but I didn't realize this guy talked like an idiot.
He's Tommy's driver.
Is that they cheat because it's made this, like, take out the stress away, like sleeping with another.
They cheat because it makes like this, take out the stress away? What? I have to listen to that one more time. I'm so sorry. This is the dumbest sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Is that they cheat because it's made this, like, take out the stress away, like sleeping with another woman. It has
So
no
like to
emotional.
decompress, essentially.
Yeah, it has no emotional value. Not always, but I would agree.
Not always.
The thing is,
But, okay, so riddle me this. Riddle me this. How does a man go about sharing his emotions with another human being on the planet and there not being an emotional connection involved?
there is no emotional connection. It's like a one-night stand, right? So cheating doesn't necessarily need to mean the way we are talking about it in the other women community, where there is mostly long-term affairs. Men,
Right.
I don't think men have, like, the majority of men cheat in long-term affairs. I think it, and this is me guessing, is short-term affairs.
So I guess there's like two parts, right? There's why men cheat and then why men continue to cheat and basically string this other woman along. And, you know, I get a lot of flack on my TikTok whenever I have my content targeted towards the female.
Did she say there's two questions?
Yes.
Why men cheat and then why men continue to cheat?
Yes. He just said, listen, it's not always about emotional bonds.
Yeah,
Sometimes
right.
it's fucking opportunity
Yeah.
meets fucking whoredom and fucking decisions are made. That's what he's saying. And this woman is like, well, explain to me how you could do this without an emotional connection, smart
So wait
guy.
a second. So you're saying guys want to ejaculate? What?
Yeah.
And then they want to do it again down the road? What the fuck?
That's what he meant by the stress going away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know that seemed
Take a load off.
It took a second to for him to get it out there, but he's correct. And she just blew right past it and didn't understand what he was saying, and she sucks as a host.
She does suck as a host. Listen to this sentence that she puts together. So there's this community she's created. I mean, we're going to get more into that in a moment. But she can't speak normal English and just say she listens to people. Because I guess she doesn't.
There's one girl in the community, and it's interesting hearing some of her responses to answers. And a lot of the responses are, well, because I don't want him to feel like. And I'm like, but wait, how do you feel? So a lot of what I do in the community, and I tell them very openly, I say, I listen to the conversations that you're having with me.
She listens to the conversations that they're having with her. That's how conversations work. Retard.
Carl, do you mind if I go into my next series of clips here? Because it's set up very nicely.
Yes, let me just
here.
make one quick point, though.
Thank you.
How come no one ever asked Bill Cosby how he feels? You know?
Good point.
He's been through a lot. Yeah. Why aren't people feeling bad for Bill Cosby?
I'm sure the people he pays ask him all the time. How you feeling, boss?
So fucking ridiculous.
How you feeling today, Cos? Blind? How are you?
All right, what do you got, buddy?
Okay, so listen. She talks about how her interactions with these people in her community.
Yeah.
Okay. In one of the episodes that I listened to, she starts talking about how great she is at a party. And I just want you to listen to what this is. This is so insane to me that this is how she approaches a social interaction. Clip number 5.
I don't know if you know, but I am an inviting character in a room.
No shit, Sherlock.
I'm very aware.
No shit.
And like recently I went over to a friend's house and her brother was there post-divorce. So, and she had shared this with me. She was like, my brother's coming over. If you guys want to come over, that would be a really good time.
I'm pre-divorce.
He's here because he's currently going through divorce. And I was like, okay, noted. I kind of need all of this information when I'm walking into a room, or I don't need it, but it's nice to have because I know that I can walk into a room, make conversation with somebody, and they will perceive it as something more than it actually is. And I'm not going to let their perception of the conversation skew my understanding of the reality of what's going on.
Anybody want to take a stab at that one?
What a fun party guest.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's my Tom Myers material.
Holy shit.
And that poor guy can't just go and have a beer. He has to have backstory for this broad.
Right. Tell me, everyone, their current marital status so I go talk at them. Please don't.
None of your fucking business.
And like,
Yeah, right.
God.
These are my friends. Could you not bother them, please?
so her co-host Kevin was as lost as we are.
Okay,
and he
good.
follows it up with a good question.
Okay.
So give me an example of that.
Yeah.
An example is I will ask someone, how are you? And they immediately will start to open up. And if they start to open up and I can sense like a tinge of struggle, I want to go into it with them. Not to be with them, but almost to just like highlight that their struggle is real, validate that their perception of their current place in life is hard, right?
I hate this fucking show.
Carl, she just likes gossip.
Yeah.
She
Right.
just likes gossip.
Right. And her whole thing is she wants to tell people who are feeling bad about decisions they made to not feel bad about the decisions they made.
Yep.
so that they
She's
can
the
make the
savior.
decision again.
Right. It's pretty good.
She's the savior.
Pretty good
Carl.
stuff.
But she keeps going.
Like, I could go to a party and tell Vinny he looks great. And maybe Vinny would enjoy that. But I'm just not going to go lying to people all the time. It's not a way to live your life.
Just once.
You're a good man,
Just
Carl.
fucking once. Can't even do it once.
You look great, buddy.
Oh, you couldn't even look at me
But
when he said it.
sometimes when I do that with people, they cling to me as if I'm the one who
You're the
made
savior.
it so for them, like that they could see that. But I'm like, no, all I did was just have a conversation with you. And for some reason, you felt safe enough to see it within yourself.
Yeah.
But they think it's because of me. And I already know it's not because of me.
Jesus Christ.
I
Asking how
also
you-
know that it's not because of her.
Yeah.
we can all agree on
Asking
that.
how you're doing is not a conversation.
No.
To have a conversation with this woman is to unlock truths within yourself.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
amazing.
So I actually have the reason why she talks the way that she talks and the whole reason why this
What is it,
podcast exists.
What is it, a skull x-ray that shows a big crack in the middle of it?
Shows a crayon in her brain.
Nobody else is here to make me comfortable. I'm responsible for making myself comfortable. And that was when I checked myself into therapy.
Oh, there's the answer. Every asshole goes into therapy, starts talking like they all want to save everybody else now. Oh, now I know how to live my life. I talked to a therapist.
Somewhere across the country, Howard's ears went, what?
Whoa. You want to come on my show and we'll fix you on there? Jesus Christ. It's so fucking annoying.
This is the kind of woman Howard could get on his show now.
Yep.
At this point.
Back to the affairs. I'm
Hoo-hoo, honey, you like
trying to
tranny porn?
picture the spicy sex with this woman who's like a dreary baby fish.
Oh, I know. I bet she doesn't do butt stuff. If I had to guess.
Not on purpose.
Lucy, what do you think?
No,
Butt stuff with this woman?
I don't think so, but I do think that I saw something about her saying that she was very Christian at the time of one of
Oh,
the
she did. She grew up very
affairs.
religious. Yes.
And so I feel like
Oh, she's got a lot of guilt.
that's why she's so smarmy and horrible.
Okay. Wow. Let's see. Are we allowed to judge her though?
And they had said like, oh, I slept with my best friend's husband. We're in an affair. We're going to counseling, all of this. This person who responded to her was like, you've gone too far. Yes, other people can have affairs, but an affair with your best friend's husband? And I was like, oh my God, the circumstantial judgment that this woman just spat out on another woman who was asking for help is fucked up.
No, it's not. You can judge people whenever you want. I judge people all day long, every day. It's great. It's so fun. It's freeing. You suck.
Wow, you make this look easy.
Yeah, right? It's great, isn't it?
But Carl, at the end of the day, can you forgive yourself is really the question. Okay.
I sleep pretty well at night, actually. Go figure.
In a race car.
After a long day of judging.
All right, so apparently having an affair is one of the most important things that you can do for self-discovery. Everyone should really do it.
I think the experience of an affair is a catalyst in learning how to trust yourself.
What? How is that possible? That doesn't make any sense at all.
You learn to trust yourself by breaking the trust of others.
Right. It sounds like she's recommending it.
It does. You're right.
I mean, that's how you join her group, so I guess so. I'm so confident you'll love having an affair that I'll guarantee you'll love it or get your money back. Follow my program. Oh, this is her, again, with the word important. 2 T's in this word. 2.
Forgiveness is key. And the reason why forgiveness is so incredibly important.
How many N's are there at the end of that word? Okay. So this is the thing that I wanted to get to. This is what I want to talk to you guys about.
If you are the other woman in your relationship and you love this podcast, you would love the Other Women community. The Other Women community is a membership program designed to help other women just like you reclaim their relationship with themselves and heal from their affair.
If your page is full of fucking text nonstop for days, you can scroll through for days.
I'm listening.
Provide a safe and supportive environment for you to open up and talk about your experiences.
See what I mean? It's Dana Carvey. It's fucking Wayne's World.
God, totally.
Wow.
Party on.
We give you the tools and resources you need to grow into an authentic, empowered individual. If you're ready to take the next step in your healing journey, head on over to theotherwomanandthewife.com/community to learn more about the membership and all it has to offer.
If you're a homewrecker, good news, you can give me money.
It's a lot of money, too.
Well, so I looked it up.
So did I.
And the cost is how much? They do it by quarter, I think, to throw people off because nothing's by quarter. But the community subscription is $312 a year.
Okay.
If you want the premium subscription, it's $392 a year.
And for that, you can talk to her.
Kind of. So the premium gives you the extra one-on-one hot seat per quarter live coaching session inside the community. So inside the community tells me that she's just talking to a bunch of people at once, maybe. Right?
Yeah,
I don't
once
know.
a quarter for your $392.
She's at a party.
Yeah, right. You got to go to the party that she's at.
How are you?
But this is crazy because she started off the show I listened to with this.
Hey there, this is Chelsea popping in here. I just wanted to express the gratitude that I feel over the response to this podcast. It has been incredibly amazing to see so many of you wanting to invest in this conversation with me. And as a response to that, I have decided to open up my calendar a bit and have 15-minute free calls with some of you where I work on one specific problem that you are encountering in life during or after an affair.
Chelsea, I'm having a problem listening to you. I don't understand what point you're making.
Yeah, right. Can you translate your show for me?
And I paid a lot of money for this. I really need you to get to the point.
Yes, please.
She is so self-important. Here she is talking about how
Important.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to free up 15 minutes of my time to help you fix your problems. Fix your own fucking problems. All right? Leave me out of this, Chelsea.
And you know, how anyone falls for this, the wall behind her is more interesting. How anybody is fucking going, yes, I feel like this woman who is just talking at me has really got the answer.
Well, check out this video.
It's unreal.
I'm just going to start from the beginning of this video. She's talking to a woman who is cheating on her husband or something. Look at how giddy she is. She actually gets excited about this type of shit.
Can you tell us a little bit about your personal experience with infidelity?
Sure. I have been both the betrayed and the other woman. Started out as
Look at
being
her.
the betrayed. I'd been married for
Fucking smiling ear to ear.
An energy vampire.
She really is just an asshole. It's unbelievable.
And Julie looks like shit.
She looks like a fucking T-ball stand with that head.
I wish.
Okay. Let's go to her TikTok. Let's see what these TikToks that she's putting out are like.
You want to find out if you have a limerence addiction? Join my community. The opposite of addiction is connection, okay?
That's not-
If you are
that's not true.
experiencing an addiction, you
Not
are going
addiction.
to want to be alone.
Good point.
The opposite of that is connection, because then you have support. You have support that is coming from people who are on your side, okay? Fucking limerence.
Yeah, because you didn't fuck those people over yet.
Not yet, right?
Yeah, those people are going to like you because you haven't cheated on them. Great.
Oh, they're on the list.
Cool, yeah. Coming up soon. She's definitely trying to gaslight us. The opposite of addiction is connection.
So here's what she's doing.
Two very different things.
Here's what she's doing. Here's what she's actually selling these people. She's selling them something the same thing kind of religion sells. It's, that feeling of forgiveness.
Sure.
Yeah.
That people chase. That they
Not
need to feel
Not
forgiven.
Catholicism.
No,
Maybe a different religion than that.
Good point.
No forgiveness there.
But she's basically selling these people on telling everybody it's okay for what they did. All of you get in one room and tell each other you're great.
Okay. That's
a fart sniffing
That's
chamber.
the point. Yes, that's the point that I wanted to make. It's not even that she's selling her forgiving. So she's not doing any of the work. She set up some fucking subreddit somewhere and went, all right, you guys all just go figure your shit out, get your problems fixed up with each other, and give me money.
It's a goddamn Discord, Carl.
Holy shit, why aren't we doing this?
Because we actually, why aren't we?
Why aren't we doing this? Do you want to learn how to podcast? Ask my other listeners how to podcast.
Dude, when this whole thing fucking falls apart and Carl is doing master classes.
Yes!
Yeah. Let's go to the phones right now.
All right,
Remember I said this.
Here's another TikTok that came in. No, I mean, honestly, I'd be stupid not to do this. This is such a good business idea. Here I'm busting my ass doing live shows and shit. There's so much work involved. I can just let other people do my work.
Yeah, this Chelsea is a dumb person trying desperately to sound smart.
Yeah.
And I think she thinks if she gets enough people to redeem themselves, she'll be redeemed somehow.
Ah, I see. So this isn't just a money-making scheme.
It's like
also,
by proximity.
Yeah, it's also to let herself off.
Yeah, she might actually feel bad. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Hey, dummy. Go ahead
How dare you.
and find the person you love. Tell him you're out skis. Let me know how it goes. Forcing a relationship to end never actually works. So we're gonna try a different approach. My approach.
That's not true at all. We've all been in relationships that ended. What is she talking about? You can't end a relationship? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, watch me. I'm great at it.
The fuck was that? She literally was saying in that video, as far as I could tell, like, yeah, I mean, you can't like get a divorce or leave your husband, so just I don't know, sleep with other guys instead. That's my method. That's
and all
what
these women are going, hey, that girl with Gary Busey teeth is right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one more TikTok on here. This is just insane. I just going through and looking at random videos she posted. I don't know who would watch this shit.
This is exactly why people don't tell people they cheat. Because the reaction of their spouse is that of a child. Just like your reactions to my content. You are childlike. Childish?
What is wrong with this woman? She's like, I know, you tell your husband you're cheating on him, and he acts like a big baby, doesn't he?
Yeah, he spazzes out.
Yeah, what a baby he is about that.
Oh, way! I slept with your brother. Way!
How is he supposed to react?
Are you still crying about this? We talked about a half hour ago. Can we move on?
My best friend, you say. How about that?
What an asshole.
More fool me.
She really does suck.
Well, I mean, what reaction does she expect from these people? Oh, Jerry from work you slept with? Okay, well, I was planning on ordering Chinese for dinner. Like, what does she fucking expect?
Or we could cook. Or we got food. There's food here. All right. This is, I just want to play this clip because this is more mumbo jumbo that does not mean anything. And I dare you all to listen to every word and translate this and figure out what she's trying to convey.
Oh, I love a challenge.
Because I think your own voice is getting lost and nobody can hear you. And you can't even hear yourself.
That's retarded.
What?
Your own voice.
Your own voice is getting lost and you can't even hear yourself. Doesn't mean anything.
It's like going back to the silent questions.
She's talking about what's going on in her own brain.
The problem is
she can't hear herself because she has so many thoughts that are clouding it.
A therapist is telling her this shit.
Did I win?
And she's buying into it from the therapist and thinking like, oh, this is really good advice. I need to repeat this shit on the internet now.
Dude, that therapist is stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
If this is what they're saying to this woman.
You know who else is stupid? It's all the people who follow this woman.
The same girl in the community, Jocelyn, she just posted this meme of somebody throwing up. And it says, when the butterflies actually turn into trauma. And I thought that was such a profound image for her to be sharing, because I think in her current experience, she's like, she's still lusting so much after a relationship that she is neglecting her own needs and wants.
What?
Well, her want is a relationship.
Yeah, no shit.
So she wants a relationship. How is she neglecting the want?
She's definitely not.
Shut up!
She's definitely not neglecting
Shut
that.
up!
Fucking idiot.
I hate you! Carl, listen.
So they're basically trying to fix themselves with memes. This is what this community is. Well, there's a lot of people who are feeling a lot better because we posted this meme today. It's great.
I defy you to show me the fucking message board in America or on the internet that doesn't have memes on it.
This
Profound
one, sign me
memes.
up. This is fucking great.
This one has a butterfly vomit meme, so I might actually be in now.
Now, there is some good advice coming through, and I want to play that for you, and then we can all move on with our fucking lives.
Giving yourself a second to pause and think about the why before acting is crucial, I think, to anybody who wants to change their approach towards life so that they can have a better experience in their life.
No shit, Sherlock! No shit! No shit, Sherlock!
I have one more clip.
Are women really this dumb? That they have to be told? When you make a decision, you should think about it first and decide if you want to make that decision or not. Oh, you could do that? Wow.
I mean, we're used to being told what to do.
Yeah,
so,
shut up.
You know.
Love you, Lucy.
You too, Carl. I mean, am I allowed to talk again?
Carl.
Yes, Smitty.
I had one more clip, and it is a clip that was the final straw of where I turned the show off. I could not listen anymore because it made me hate her so much.
And the pizza arrived.
Pizza comes after the show.
What are we being mean to Vinny now? Come on.
There's nothing mean about pizza.
He's our guest.
Is this how guests are treated in this establishment?
And eventually, I went down the thread. Eventually, someone mentioned your podcast name. And so I went to it. I was like, oh.
Dude, are you sure it wasn't me mentioning the podcast name? Because I love going to my own roast parties. I swear to God, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
I show up in the comment section and then they're like, at one point, someone on TikTok was like, can't you just let other people talk about you without you showing up? And I was like, no, fuck no.
That's hilarious. Why would I do that?
Why would I? Come on.
Is she going to comment on this YouTube video when I post it?
Yeah. I was going to say she's in luck. There's quite the roast party going on.
Yeah.
Don't you love going down to the Hukalau for a luau because we're roasting a pig over here?
Jesus Christ.
This fucking show is garbage.
Yeah.
You're selling nonsense to people. And if you don't know that you're selling nonsense to people, you're really stupid.
She's a grifter, is what this says. Do you feel bad about yourself? Give me money and I'll tell you shouldn't. Cool. Great. That's great. We should do this for convicted murderers. Podcast Hitman will be my first client. You know, like, hey, don't feel bad. I mean, someone was going to kill Jerry anyway. So
Pencils Heavy Racers. Come on.
It was either to be you or time.
That's going to be the name of the show. That's why Pencils Heavy Racers.
You know, though, what a crazy thing. What does that tell you about this woman's psyche if she's just actively out there looking for people talking negative about her to read it?
Tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Fucking in the words of Shakespeare. This way lies madness, people. Don't get into it. If I fucking looked at all the shit people write about fucking this show, the creep off, all that shit on the internet, I'd be hanging in my garage.
You should really read that more often.
I don't know. I probably should.
Poor garage. It'll never survive.
Who are these podcasts?